Hey, what's up guys? It's NashCrafter and welcome to my channel for another episode here in my single player world. We're back in my single player world, and I have just been feeling so motivated in this world lately. I don't know what is going on, but I'm just like, I want to make so many episodes of this series. Today I have a really exciting video planned and lots to do, lots that we're going to be doing. It's going to be we're going to do a little bit of building, we're going to do a little bit of adventuring, so that's always fun, that's always good. The adventuring is not going to be anything too crazy. We're just going into the nether, which, you know, it's a normal thing to do. We are going to be doing some things with that, and today, like the end of today's episode, is what I'm so excited for, and I'm going to be explaining that very soon. And I'm also going to explain that big cobblestone box behind me. I'm kind of debating on whether I want to show you guys the cobblestone box yet, or if I should build the anticipation of the end of the episode. You guys are probably going to see it anyway, because we're going to have to walk by it quite a few times. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to explain it later. Just a little bit later. I won't tease you guys too much and put it off, but I am going to do something here first. But today we are going to be doing a little bit of a build. So this is the lumber mill that we built in the last episode, if you guys saw it. This is honestly, guys, one of my favorite builds. It's so weird to say because I didn't really think I was going to love this build as much as I do, but I think I love the interior. That's the whole thing, is like the interior is what really got me, and the whole story behind it and things like that. I usually don't make a story for any of my buildings or my worlds, and it's kind of cool to actually have like characters and stories and things like that. Did a little bit of terraforming in between episodes. I kind of spruced this place up a little bit, made it look a little bit more overgrown. I really like the overgrown look, and I added some rocks. I also added this really nice river kind of coming through the back of the build because I got a comment on my last episode saying that I should put in a water wheel, and that's kind of going to act as a power source for the lumber mill. A lot of lumber mills in real life do have water wheels as their power, so I think that would be a fantastic way of doing things. So I originally wasn't going to do that. I was going to do a big old furnace. It was going to be made out of brick, and I'm actually really excited that I'm going to decide to do a water wheel instead because I think it is going to look a lot better. So that's what we're going to be building. We are going to put this thing together right here, right now. So let's grab everything out that we're going to need. And I believe I did, yeah, I have this little stone thing as kind of a marker. It's actually connected to the inside of the build. I can go in and show you guys that here in just a second. But what we're going to be doing to start out this little water wheel is we're going to come out by 2 on each side. So the bottom, the right and the left, and then the top as well. Just like this. Pillar up just a tiny bit. There we go. And we want to go up by 1, 2. I also did add this little window. I'll kind of explain that here later, but I wanted to go in with some fence. Up towards the top is where the 2 are going to be, you know, it's going to go up and then it's going to go out. So it's kind of in an L shape, which is nice. We can do something like this. And then those 2 on top just like so. Can I maneuver? I can. And then we'll break this down. We'll come down, and I do need to sleep here in just a second because I have dealt with enough mobs today. I will explain that again later. I feel like this has been a really mysterious episode. I'm not trying to be mysterious with you guys. There's a lot of things I need to explain later. I'm going to keep my head down so we don't give away any spoilers. Yeah, there's a lot that I need to explain, and I can't quite explain it yet because it is going to be the big part of the episode. But I'm going to sleep really quick. Alright, next thing we have to add is the parts that push the water around. I don't know the technical names of all these things. I wish I did because that would be better. Oh, actually there is one thing I need to add really quick. This part's going to be a little tedious, but I want to put little logs like this kind of facing towards the front of the wheel because I think that's going to give it a really nice look. I like to use the end of the logs. I think they actually look really nice, especially the oak wood. Not too many of the other woods, I would say. Acacia is probably my least favorite that I like to use, but I think this can look really cool, and it's a detail that I think just kind of makes it pop a little bit more. So we're going to do that. There we go. So we're going to pop 2 logs down there like that. put that piece of sand back. You can't really see it, but I want to keep it cohesive. Next thing I want to do is add trapdoors to the tops and the sides. So we're going to do something just like that. And then we'll break our way down here. So now it ends up being 3 wide. So 1, 2, 3. And then, like I said, just trapdoors on the sides. It gives it a little bit more depth. Any type of depth that I can get in these builds, I really like to overdo it because I think it genuinely does look really good. Yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. And then I think I want to put one there on the center. And then we want to go in and do the actual part that kind of pushes the water, which is what I was talking about earlier and then kind of got distracted. But the way I want to do this is I want these on the bottom to be facing downwards and the ones on the top to be facing upwards. So facing upside down stair there. Then what we're going to do is we are going to pop up to the top, and again just adding these stairs, but we're going to do them facing upwards. So just the regular old stair, how it would be placed in the world, just like that. And it gives us this really nice flowing effect. So it actually looks kind of round. It looks as round as you can really get in Minecraft, in my opinion. So you guys can see it kind of goes whoop, and then swoop and swoop and swoop all the way around, coming in on the last and final side, just like this. We're good to go. That's pretty much it. So this is a really easy water wheel build. And then I also actually do want to come in, pop some stairs in here. We can do that one upside down, that one right side up, do some upside downage on this too. The only thing is I can't really fit, so we're gonna have to, there we go, come from the bottom. So then going to the front, you guys can see that this build kind of really blends in with the background quite a lot, and this is something that I kind of want to avoid. I can't really do much about it because the build is built out of wood mainly, and so is the water wheel. So what I can do to kind of break this up is I can go in with some cobblestone and just add little bits of gray. This is really going to make this centerpiece stand out, and I want to alternate the pieces just like this. So again, it kind of gives this illusion that it kind of turns, it rotates, and then we also are going to pop up right here and put this one on the top, just like this. It just adds a different texture and kind of a different color to it, adds some bluey grays, which is kind of cool, and then it kind of balances out the amount of brown that's in this build. So I think the water wheel looks really cool. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments section what you guys think of this little build here. It's just kind of a small thing, but I really think it adds detail. I also wanted to put it in the water so that it looks like it actually works, that it can spin even though it can't. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Okay guys, so next thing we're gonna do is we are going to, I've been thinking about the surprise, and it's really not even like the most amazing surprise in the world. Like, I'm sure you guys have done this a million times, but it's exciting for me, so I've been wanting to like kind of keep it a surprise. But we're gonna head into the nether. We are gonna have a little bit of an adventure. Now this has some sort of kind of something to do with the surprise, but it kind of doesn't as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll flip around, I'll show you guys the surprise, we're gonna back it up, head over in the direction of the surprise, then we'll flip around and I'll kind of explain what I want to do in this video, because that little tiny build wasn't the main thing that I wanted to do. So we are going to flip around right now. Right here, what I've got is I have got 2 white coat zombie villagers, 2 of them. And I got super lucky, so I was actually just kind of like hanging out in my world and a zombie villager spawned. It was this guy right here. And I was like thinking, I really need mending. Mending is a big thing that I've been thinking about, something that I really want to get done as soon as possible. And I think the best way I want to do that is by doing a villager breeder. And I want to have villagers and I want to have a whole trading system, and I think it's going to be really cool. So I saw this villager, I trapped him. His name is officially Patrick. So we're going to come in here, you guys can see. His name is Patrick. So hello Patrick. He's not doing so well. He's just kind of chilling. He needs to be converted into a regular villager, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing in today's episode, guys. This is so exciting for me because I think I've only done this like once or twice. Like, I don't think I've done this very much, and I definitely am not good with potions. Potions is something I haven't really played around with too much in the game, so it's something I would like to get more familiar with, but I think I do know the way that we convert these guys back into villagers, so we're going to be doing that. I've said that before, but we're going to be doing that. And so I have this guy, his name is Patrick, he's chilling. So he was the first one I found, and then I kept getting rotten luck. I wanted to have 2, because I just think it would be better to have 2. For breeding purposes and things like that. I know that if we make a villager breeder, we are going to need a brown coat. Yeah, this guy's definitely a white coat. They're both white coats, which means we have a better chance of getting mending too, which is awesome. But with that being said, aside from that, I digress. I wanted 2 of these guys just because I thought it would be a better situation. But let me tell you what, it was so hard to get 2 of them. This first guy, super easy to get. This guy, I had to wait maybe 7 or 8 nights, and I think I lost 2 or 3 villagers because I had to do all of this at night. I also had to name tag him, and I actually wasn't name tagging him at first. I was just trying to give them items like this guy has, because they won't despawn if they're holding an item, which is something I learned, which is really cool. But I decided to just name tag him because it was easier than trying to give him an item. Because he kept following me around and he wouldn't actually pick up the items. So this guy's name is Sav. I don't know where these random names are coming from, but they're just coming. But yeah, this is Sav, and we are going to convert him as well. And maybe one of these guys will have mending. That would actually be so cool. I did have another chamber kind of preset here, but I think I'm just going to do the 2. Kind of have to just wait for zombie villagers to spawn. It just happens. They just do, and then you have to kind of corral them and trap them, and it's a big thing. But with that being said, we got them. I did that all off camera. It was a lot of work, but it's going to be so worth it. Now, the reason why I want to go into the nether isn't exactly for these guys. Now, I know that we need to make the potions of weakness, which you actually don't need nether wart for. You just need a fermented spider eye, you need to make a splash potion, and then you also need to get yourself a golden apple. So that stuff is all really easy to do. We're going to make a brew stand when we come back, and everything is going to be good to go with that. But the reason why I want to go into the nether is actually because I would like to get myself some nether wart just for the future, and I also need some blaze rods. So here we are in the nether. I did link up my portals. They were a little bit messed up. My village portal, so the one that we just went through, the one with all the fog around it, that was linking up to my ravine portal, which is that one over there. So I took some time off camera and I fixed them, which is really good. I also got myself an infinity power 4 bow. I love this thing. This thing is amazing. I have been super lucky with getting really good enchants lately. So that's kind of awesome. But what I want to do is, we actually have a fortress right there. I have explored it and there was no nether wart in it. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over to the next closest fortress, which is over here. I already set up a little tunnel to it, which is pretty cool. Let's not fall in the lava. That would be really bad. So I just saw the lakes peeking out here and I was like, okay, I think I could make a bridge and we could kind of figure this out and see if we could get some things going, see if there's any nether wart in this fortress. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go off and explore this fortress. I really want to focus. I really don't want to die here in the nether. I have a lot of really good tools. So I do want to try to focus a little bit, but I promise I will be right back with you guys once I find the nether wart, and maybe if I get some like blazes or something cool happens, I promise I'll bring you guys back. But it's just a nether fortress. I'm just going to be kind of looking around, seeing what I can find. But yeah, I'll be right back with you guys in just a sec. Alright guys, so I ran back over to the overworld, I guess you could say, to grab myself a shield, because I was already, there was blazes spawning and it was a mess, and I was like, okay, having a shield might be nice. I never use shields, but I think actually having one would be really nice. And I realized that I got kind of distracted with getting the video and everything like that. I tend to get distracted really easily. So I forgot to explain my little vented window thing. It's not really a big deal or anything, but I just kind of added this piece to the back of the lumber mill because I thought it would make things a little bit more interesting. It does, and I don't know exactly if it's logical, like I don't know if this is an actual thing that would be on lumber mills. I feel like maybe it could, but I honestly, the reason I did it is because I thought the back of the build looked kind of dry, looked kind of boring, so I wanted to spruce it up, and I thought adding a really nice big window open to kind of ventilate this place would be kind of cool, along with the wheel. I think it all pulls together and looks really good. I also added some buttons to kind of look like the logs were being bolted together. I think that looks really cool. And there's actually one other thing that I wanted to go inside and do really quick, and this is something that I also saw in the comments section that I think is really going to pull this build together. So let me see if I can... I think I might have put them over here. Cool. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. So I wanted to add some sand around. Lumber mills have tons and tons of sawdust, and I thought this was perfect. I think this would look really, really good. So let me see here. We're gonna do some coarse dirt. What did I take out here? What's going on? There we go. We'll put that there, and then we could put just a little bit of sand. And I think it looks good. I think it gives a really, really cool effect. So I think I'm gonna sprinkle some of that around here and there. Maybe we could do right here, we could do like this, and then I thought adding some half slabs of sandstone like this would kind of make it look like piles. It would look more like a pile, and then we could go around like this, maybe some build up back here, and I think that looks perfect. Like right next to the saw, it looks like it's just this pile of sawdust, which is awesome. I just wanted to come in and say that really quick because I totally got distracted, totally forgot to mention those things, and they're really important to this build. So yeah, I wanted to come back and do that, but I'm going to head back into the nether, and like I said, I'm going to find some nether wart, and then we're going to convert some villagers. Okay guys, so here in the nether, and I see a staircase, and staircases are good because, you know, at the bottom most of the time they do have nether wart sometimes. But I actually did take a peek down here, and you guys can see that bright red right down there. That means that there is actually nether wart down here, which is so good. So we're gonna go down, grab ourselves some nether wart. This is awesome. There's a blaze waiting for us. That's always not a good thing. And here we are, guys. Here is the goods. We're gonna grab up some of this. We'll pop up here, grab the other side, and then pretty much this is all I wanted. So after this, we're good to go. We're good to leave, get out of the nether. We don't want to spend too much time here. Like I said, this isn't exactly necessary for the villager thing that we're doing today, the villager conversion, but I still would like to have some nether wart. And one thing I wanted to show you guys is that I kind of have this system. It's really similar to the torch system, but this is kind of how I do it in a fortress. Is I will actually replace a block with cobblestone as kind of a way to guide myself back through the fortress. Fortresses can have a bunch of paths, and they can get really windy and turny and crazy. So I just put these all on the right hand side, and I can follow them all the way back to our little entrance here, which is good. So we're gonna head back down, we're gonna head home, and we're good to go. So I think it's time. We are back in the overworld. I think it's time to finally get these villagers going and doing their thing. But first things first, I would like to plant my nether wart. Like I kind of mentioned earlier in the video, I'm not used to brewing. It is something that I don't spend too much time doing, just because, to be honest, I don't know why I never really was like interested in it. But in Minecraft, I just didn't really see the need for potions. Like I really like building. That's kind of the thing that I focus on the most. We are going to make ourselves a brew stand here really quick, so this is always good to have, you know. It gets us going, gets us started. So we're going to put that right here. I love that. It looks so cute. It looks so good. It's got these little particles, and this is awesome. So next thing we need to make is a fermented spider eye. So to do that, we need to get ourselves a spider eye. We also need to get ourselves some sugar, so we can take a sugar cane out, and then I believe we also need a brown mushroom. And then can we just combine them like that? Awesome. Fermented spider eye. So that's how we do that. In my brewing stand thing here, there actually is a hidden box. This is because of my texture pack that I'm playing in. It kind of hides the box, so it looks like it's not there, but it is. Oh, one thing I also forgot is we need water. We need water bottles because we can't make any potions if we don't have a base to go off of. So let me see, let me go grab some glass really quick, fill them up with water, 1, 2, 3, just like so. Heading back in, clicking on the brew stand, we can pop all 3 of those in. Again, they're a little bit off center because of my texture pack. It's just something I've gotten used to, but I believe we can put that in there, and that just kind of will do its thing. And then we put this fermented spider eye there. Yes, awesome. So we've got this little bubbling happening. The arrow is ticking down, and I think this should do all 3, hopefully. If you guys have any tips and tricks, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I would love to hear your guys' kind of feedback, your tips. Yes, it did make 3. That is so awesome. These do need to be splash potions, so we probably should do that. And I don't know if this takes 1 gunpowder, but I know if we put some gunpowder in just like this, we'll kind of see how this works. And there we go. So it did take only 1, which is good again to note. So we've got splash potions of weakness. This is what we're going to need in order to change over that villager, both of the villagers, and turn them into the zombie villagers into regular villagers. Whew, I'm getting all tongue-tied. Next thing we need to do is we need to grab out 2 golden apples. This is basically what we need. This is how we do it. This is how things happen. It's nighttime. We're gonna sleep here really quick. And this is it, guys. This is it. I'm a little nervous because I feel like this kind of could go wrong, but we have the extra just in case we need it. So we're gonna make this happen. It's gonna be fine. I think we should do 1 at a time. I did separate them because they could potentially turn at different times and then turn each other back, which would be a really bad thing. So we want to kind of keep them separated here. There is glass in between them, which is good. So I think we're gonna do Patrick first because he is the first guy that I found in this world. What we gotta do is we gotta get him over here. Can you come this way? Or maybe we should do Sav first because he's being a little bit more productive. Okay, as he walks away. Okay, cool. So he's right here. We're going to do Sav first. This is how we're going to do it. And I think this actually might splash me as well. But I'm just going to maybe toss it up. I'm always afraid this gate is going to like get in the way. But maybe we could do something like that. Did that hit him? It did. Okay, we're good. And it did affect us too. So we do have a little bit of weakness, I think. Yeah, we do have weakness. But that's okay, because we're gonna be fine. Next thing I want to do is it's your turn, Patrick. So let's do this. Ready? Boom. There we go. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Guys, I'm so excited. This is awesome. One thing that I'm not sure of, because I really haven't messed with villagers too much. It's not really something that I've ever really been interested in. Same as like the whole potion thing. I hope that the fact that I named them doesn't affect things. If it does, I'm going to be quite sad, but I just wanted to make sure they didn't despawn. So hopefully that doesn't affect anything. If it does, then we're just going to have to figure out a different way to do things, and that's fine. We can always do that. But these guys are going to turn, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait it out, and I'll come back with you guys. We'll take a look at their trades once they are all done. Check them out. That's so crazy. They got this little jiggle happening. But yes, I will be right back with you guys here in just a second. Okay, guys, so we had our first zombie villager turn into a regular villager. Check him out. We got this white goat here. I don't know what his trades are. I haven't taken a look yet. At least his first trade. So that's what we're going to look at here right now. I'm a little nervous. If we get a mending villager, I'm going to be so shocked. Curse of Vanishing. Of all of the books that could be, he has to have Curse of Vanishing. To be honest, that's not really a great book. I don't really like the cursed books. I think they're kind of interesting, but at the same time, I don't see that I would ever have a need for this. So, I don't know. Sav, you're letting me down. You're letting me down. There we go. So he just turned, which is awesome. 17 diamonds. Flame. Okay. So flame isn't too bad. It's definitely no mending, but it's still good to have. Any book we can get is good to have. Now, the thing that I'm more excited about is the fact that we have 2 villagers here. We could start some things with this. We could do something. Like I said earlier, villager breeder is definitely something that I think would be interesting, something really, really good to get in the future. So I think maybe within the next couple of episodes, we are definitely going to have a full-blown villager breeder happening. I just gotta get that to work. Now, one thing I do know is that I think we need a brown coat, so I might have to do this process again off camera and see what I can get, because I do think in order to have at least the ones with the farms, the villager breeder with a farm, you're definitely going to need a brown coat. So, man, I don't know. I'm just going to have to wait it out, I think, and just see if I can possibly find one. I think that's the way we're going to do it. But these 2 guys are awesome. I have to keep them very, very safe off everything that we can. I do not want anything getting to these guys. Anything. I need them super safe. I think with that being said, guys, that's gonna have to end today's episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to say thank you for coming over to my video. Thank you for taking a look at this video and watching it. It means a lot to me. Today was really exciting. I think things like this are really fun because honestly I don't get to do a lot of this stuff. I usually tend to just really zone in on building, and sometimes I lose out on playing the full game of Minecraft. So with this series, that's something that I really want to try to do, is get more into like the fun things, the more gameplay type things, instead of just building, just making things pretty. I do want to, you know, get into villagers and breeding and potions and everything. So stay tuned for that. Keep on the lookout for new episodes, and I will talk to you very soon. I hope you all are having a very beautiful, wonderful day. I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.